Welcome to the Week Recommends. In this episode, we recommend the top thriller series you can watch on Netflix. A thriller saga from the acclaimed screenwriter Steven Zaillian, Ripley is a patient, ticking time bomb of a miniseries adapted by Patricia Highsmith's widely read novel, The Talented Mr. Ripley. The most fascinating aspect of the series is what most crime dramas leave out: the cleanup of the crime. Andrew Scott plays Tom Ripley, a young man yanked out of his desperate existence on the rainy streets of America and transported to the exotic locales of Sicily. Ripley is tasked by a shipping magnate to find his son Dickie Greenleaf, played by Johnny Flynn, who is wasting away the family fortune and his life with his friend Marge Sherwood, portrayed by Dakota Fanning. From the outset, there is something unsettling about Ripley. His lingering glances, his tendency to eavesdrop uninvited. These tics are masterfully portrayed by Scott in a perfectly calculated performance. Zaillian, the screenwriter of celebrated films like Schindler's List, Moneyball, and The Irishman, brings cinematic craftsmanship to the series, evident in its visual storytelling. The enchanting black and white cinematography by Robert Elswith transport viewers to 1960s Italy. For fans of slow-burning crime dramas, Ripley is a must-watch. Next up, we have Ozark. A brilliant financial planner gets on the wrong side of a crime syndicate and is forced to move away from Chicago to the quiet Missouri Ozarks, where he is forced to launder money for a cartel. Jason Bateman and Laura Linney star as Marty and Wendy Bird, who have to figure out a way to launder large sums of money without tipping off the authorities. In Ozark, they meet the young Ruth Langmore, essayed by Julia Garner, a young woman who is part of a local criminal family and who becomes part of their money laundering operations. The show has plenty of twists, cliffhangers, and turns that you barely see it coming. It focuses on the dynamics of the Bird family and how they rise up to the prominence in the local community in Ozarks in the criminal syndicate they are part of. There is also enough blood and gore and violence if you like your thrillers to be bloody. Ozark received 45 Primetime Emmy Award nominations, with Bateman winning the award for Outstanding Directing for a Drama Series in 2019, and Garner became a three-time winner for Outstanding Supporting Actress in Drama Series in 2019, 20, and 22. Of course, no list on the finest crime or thriller shows on Netflix is complete with the eminently enjoyable Narcos. The first few seasons chart the rise and fall of drug kingpin Pablo Escobar, while the third season focuses on the aftermath of his death. The gripping real-life stories of drug kingpins of the late 80s do not attempt to sympathize with the villains. The show is gritty and the war or drugs is bloody. Narcos also details the actions taken by the drug enforcement authorities to battle the drug lords. Solid acting, fast-paced narration, and intriguing storylines are sure to keep you engaged even if you have already heard or read about these dread gangsters and their exploits. Serial killer thrillers are dime a dozen on various streaming platforms, but none can match the quality of Mindhunter, a show about how the profiling unit of the FBI was formed. Helmed by David Fincher, Mindhunter is nothing like the case of the week. Shows that you may have seen before as it dwells into criminals and the eerie territory of their twisted minds. In the late 1970s, two FBI agents expand criminal science by delving into the psychology of murder and getting uneasily close to all two real monsters. The two agents, Holden Ford, played by Jonathan Groff, and Bill Tench, played by Holt McCallany, meet with notorious serial killers to understand what drives them to commit the vicious crimes they have been found guilty of. Of course, Breaking Bad. The story of a chemistry teacher turned drug lord, Walter White, is being hailed as one of the greatest television shows ever made. Created by Vince Gilligan, Breaking Bad boasts of some great performances, especially from its two leading men, Bryan Cranston, played by Walter White, and Aaron Paul as Jesse Pinkman. The list of awards the show garnered over the years it premiered is numerous, including 2 Golden Globe Awards, 16 Primetime Emmy Awards, and 2 Critic Choice Awards. The show has been praised by viewers and critics alike, with high praise going for performances, cinematography, screenplay, and character development. If you've already been drawn to the Breaking Bad universe, you are sure to find our top Netflix thriller pick arguably the right choice. Better Call Saul is a crime and legal drama created by Vince Gilligan and Peter Gould. Follows the exploits of Jimmy McGill before he met Walter White and Jesse Pinkman and his life after the events of Breaking Bad. Many of the characters in Breaking Bad, including Mike Ehrmantraut and Gus Fring, have larger roles in this prequel, which consists of 63 episodes across 6 seasons. While many hail it as a worthy successor to Breaking Bad, some even consider it better than its predecessor. It has been ranked number 48 on The Guardian's list of the 100 best TV shows of the 21st century, while Empire ranked it on number 27 on the list of 100 greatest TV shows of all time. Most of the seasons have an approval rating of 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. I hope you guys liked our recommendations. I'll catch you again in the next episode.